So yeah, like 10 things, low vibe things to cut out of your life to like instantly feel better, to up level. There's always stuff that we can let go of. I feel like we're always focused on what can I add? What can I do? Let me do this, let me do that. But we rarely talk about, okay, what can I release?
Sometimes less is more.
Exactly.
A lot of the times.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I think that I've let go this year so far is doom scrolling, though.
Yeah.
That's been like a huge... I use that as like a crutch to... you know, kind of like escape, like a form of escapism, or like I'm decompressing, you know, like after a long day of doing things. And it's just like, oh, it made me feel so crappy. It made me feel so terrible. And like you say, you're only going to do it for like 10 minutes. And then it's like, yeah, 10 minutes turns into like another 10 minutes and another 10. And then before you know it, it's been like 2 hours. And you're like, wow, I just went down a whole rabbit hole that I didn't need to.
So if you're new here, my name is B.
And I'm Jessie.
And we are here to help women heal themselves from the inside out using breath work, energy work, and conscious coaching, where we go deep into the subconscious and rewire yourself to become the best version of you. So if that sounds like it aligns with you, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. So doom scrolling is a good one. Another one is gossiping.
Ooh, I used to love the tea.
Me too.
I used to love the tea.
Me too.
I used to love giving the tea, receiving the tea, pouring the tea.
All of it.
Being the tea.
I didn't really like to be the tea, but I loved to hear about it.
Like,
I fed off of it.
Like, yes, talk about me. Tell me what I did. Tell me what I did. No, I really did. I used to like... And then, I don't know, a switch happened. I don't really know. I can't really trace back what... I guess I just kind of, you know, grew up. I evolved. And yeah, I started to just be like, I don't like talking about anybody. I don't even like hearing about what's going on. Like, I don't really care. And like, yeah, I kind of feel bad. Like, why are we, you know, feeling joyous over somebody else's, you know, downfall?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, I grew up in a family, not saying that women are the only ones that gossip, but women as young girls are even trained, socialized to gossip and talk about each other. So I was raised in a family full of women, and there is a lot of gossiping still to this day. And I will intentionally have to train myself in my brain to not buy into it. You know, what's going on with this family member, that family member? Like, if something happens with someone, it spreads like wildfire around my family, and we're just on the phone chit-chatting it up. And I had to cut that out because it just, it doesn't feel, it leaves me feeling icky. Even if it gives me a dopamine hit in the moment, it leaves me feeling icky and just not like myself. And to be honest, I'm more focused on myself. So it's not, if it's not about me and like me up leveling, I don't know. I don't really want to hear about it.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, women. But I was also in the military, which is predominantly male. And like, I was getting all my tea from the guys.
Yeah. Another thing is negative self-talk.
Like rerouting those thoughts.
Exactly. So not that it doesn't come up anymore, because it does, we're human, but I think we both do, like, and we help each other reroute the negativity. So like, if I can't do this, I can't afford this, or even like saying, like today, like we were gonna get on to record a video, and I'm so grateful that we did.
Yeah.
But we were having so much resistance.
Oh my
and
God,
I didn't even want to talk about it too much. We had to put a cap on it, because all of that negativity, like the more that you focus on it, what does it do? It grows. So spin that, you know, take something positive. The more you focus on that, it grows.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like something that's been super helpful for me is just the awareness, the self-awareness when it's happening, and being able to like pause and be like, okay, we're not going to go down this road. We're just going to nip this in the bud. We're going to reframe these thoughts that are coming through, and we're going to like get back into our center, and we're not going to let it take over our entire day.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can let five terrible minutes turn into a full day of just like a bad day, and it doesn't have to be that way.
And it just snowballs.
Correct.
Yeah. Fourth thing.
Wow. Okay. Listen, my allergies are like off the chain, so
yeah, it is spring.
if you can relate, let me know.
It
Comment
is spring.
Allegra. Because I forgot to take it before I left home.
Oh,
and
no.
Yeah.
Okay, fourth thing. The low vibe thing that we stopped doing was sleeping with our phones in the room and using our phone as an alarm clock.
Ooh, yeah, we use the Hatch, which we've talked about. And this is not an ad. We just truly love this technology, and it has totally changed our sleep game. Like, we have a set wind down time that is built into the Hatch, so it has like these cool like moody colors, and then it's playing frequencies, and then after 30 minutes it moves into like the nighttime, you're going to sleep, you're falling asleep. We have rain sounds. It's just glorious. Like, we have not like really remembered falling asleep with the rain sounds happening, and then you're woken up to this beautiful fake sunrise, because we have blackout curtains, so the sun does not come through our window. And this like lovely flute sound. It's just beautiful. And then not having that screen time, an hour or two before bed, has just been monumental.
Yeah, I noticed a difference for sure in my sleep. Like, today I even got up before the sound went off because the light was coming on, and I even wear an eye mask too, so I'm like super blackout, but I got up before the music started coming. It's a really lovely way to wake up and go to sleep. Highly recommend. Yeah. The low vibe thing that we've cut out is constantly being available.
Yeah.
So to not be constantly available is to, like, I literally have my phone on D&D 24/7 because I don't know. I mean, I have like, Jess can get through, my mom can get through, but anyone else, like, I don't need to respond to you right away. And usually I don't I take, I could take an hour, I could take 10 minutes. Like, I'm not, it's so helpful to have that. So you're not constantly being controlled by your phone, and oh my god, this person's talking to me, this person's coming, like all the notifications. That's the other thing. Turn your notifications off. God. That's such a low vibe thing, to just constantly, like, I think I listened to, there was like this random reel, I think on Instagram or something, and this woman was talking about, or maybe it was a thread, and she was talking about how she woke up at 6:30 to like a Shein notification.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh my gosh, I could not, like, no. No, you cannot let your phone and these notifications run your life. That's wild.
Because Instagram, I was constantly getting notifications, and I felt like the longer I stayed off of it, the more it would like push those notifications to me to get me to check it.
Yeah.
And since I turned that off, it's totally, it's been a total change.
Sixth one.
Oh my god, scary movies.
We stopped watching scary movies, crime documentaries, oh my god, on Netflix, like whatever. Yeah. I remember the last one that we watched, I think. Was it the, it made me feel so icky. The Girls Gone Wild one, was that?
No, there was a different one.
Maybe there was one after. It makes me feel like crap after. Like, I love watching it in the moment, but I hate how I feel after every time we watch something like that, I turn to her and I say, please don't let me watch these things again, and I watch another one.
No, we watched, the last scary movie we watched was Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like really, it was kind of gross.
It was gross, but it was really good.
I wasn't expecting it to be so gross, but
it was kind of cool.
It was kind of cool, but kind of gross. And I was just
No, it was
like,
gross.
I can't get that image out of my head.
No.
I don't want to see that. And then, like, one movie that we watched prior to that stuck with us for the longest time, which I don't even want to say it out loud because that is how much it messed us up. It rhymes with schmong schmegs.
Oh my God.
That movie.
Y'all, how many of you watch scary movies? Or how many of you have maybe cut them out?
Because that movie freaked me out on a level that I've never been freaked out.
Yeah, for like months afterwards, we were kind of scarred. And still to this day, if we think about it, if we talk about it,
oh my God,
it gives us like, and I haven't had that from a movie, I don't know, in a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe since I was like a little kid.
Yeah, since I was like a kid. I think the last movie that messed me up as a kid was Jeepers Creepers.
Oh,
that movie freaked me out.
That freaked me out too.
I wasn't even
that was
supposed
like my first
to be watching
scary movie that I saw.
Yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be watching it.
Yeah.
I was like watching it from the kitchen while my parents were watching it.
Oh.
And I was like totally freaked out, but I couldn't look away. And everybody was like, Jess, why aren't you sleeping? And I was just like, I'm scared.
Did it come out that you were watching?
I was watching it. My dad was like, why are you so scared? And I'm just like, I watched Jeepers Creepers. Anyways, yeah, so like us cutting out those scary movies has really helped.
It's low vibe, especially the documentaries, because we watched a scary movie here and there, and it's not to say that like we'll never do these things ever, you know?
Right.
It's not like an all or nothing, but for the most part, no, like daily life, absolutely not happening.
Right. I think it's more of like the true crime stuff that's like super gory, creepy, weird.
Yeah, that's the stuff
real
that
life
really
stuff.
Impacted me.
Yeah.
Yes, the true stories, right? Because if you're an empath, you just feel it all and you take it on and it feels like it's happening to you and you just feel so icky inside and it stays with you. And I get like, okay, you want to be informed and awareness, but also like a lot of these stories are the same, and why do you keep wanting to feel that way? You know, like what's the benefit there? There's not a payoff for me anymore. So we stopped. Okay, the seventh low vibe thing is
not asking for help. I used to be that person who would I refused. I was like, I can do everything. I don't need anybody. Strong, independent woman. I don't need nobody to help me with anything. And like, we were made to like have community and reach out for help when we need it. And you don't have to take on everything alone. That is not the purpose and intent behind your life.
Yeah. When I used to be afraid to ask for help and never ask for help, I just felt like I would get so much more frustrated. I would get like, things would just take me longer for no good reason. And I felt really alone and isolated. I felt like I had the world on my shoulders. And it can be like a simple task. Like, what's something simple?
You go grab me something. Like, can you grab me something?
Can you grab me something from the kitchen? Like, even like filling up my water. Like, can you go fill up my Stanley?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm super tired and I don't want to. I would never do that before. Like, even when I first met you.
Oh,
I
you
did
really
not
struggled.
ask.
There was one time that you were sick and I took care of you.
Oh my God, yeah.
And that took everything in you to just like allow me to help you.
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't realize how bad that was until that happened. And then that was the first sort of instance where it clicked for me. Something's got to change with this. So yeah, being more receptive to help and asking for help doesn't mean you're weak.
No. It actually is it means quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot of strength to say, hey, I need help with something.
Yeah, and it also means you're smart and like you want to work more efficiently.
Right. Which, speaking of working more efficiently, like, we're going to move into number 8, which is overworking. So that's not cute. It's not cute to overwork anymore. The hustle and grind is like So 2000s, early 2000s.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not cute. The hustle culture is over.
It's over. It's a new era.
It's a new era, baby, and we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We can have a beautifully molded work-life balance, and you can be in control of that.
Yep.
Like, we took back the control. I want to just talk about,
Yep.
like, we got a little wonky on our work-life balance,
Yep.
and we were working. There was one time, it was like 2 weeks straight, no days off.
It was like 15 days.
We were grinding
Yeah.
until we were just like, we're about to keel over.
Yeah.
And we were like, this isn't working. We're going to go back to the drawing board, and we're going to have intentional days off. We're going to have reset days. We're going to have lighter days. We're going to like take some things off of the stove and free up some space. So that changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
Our work was starting to feel like, oh my, I don't even want to do it.
Like work.
Yeah, it sucked the joy out of it. And then when we rebalanced and recalibrated and went back to the drawing board, reconfigured everything, it was like, oh, okay, the joy is coming back. This isn't so daunting anymore. And like, I actually love what I'm doing. And I feel like I have enough energy to put towards it.
Absolutely. You said that so amazingly. I think we're just going to go on to number 9.
That's what I do, baby.
Sure.
Okay, number 9.
Toxic positivity.
Mm.
So I'm an Aquarius sun.
I'm a Leo sun.
I was like, no, you're not. Yeah, you are. Sorry, I didn't mean to gaslight you there.
Wow.
I'm an Aquarius sun, and I do think that it can. I'm not like a expert in astrology, but I do think that some challenges of an Aquarius placement can be toxic positivity, like always looking to everything's going great, you know, wanting it to like sort of be that way. Astrologers, you can come for me if that's like not right, but that's what it is in my head.
Let us know in the comments if she's not right.
Am I getting it right? I don't really care, whatever. That's how I identify. And I realized that I was doing that a lot. And I think I realized, of course, our partners are like such great reflectors for us and mirrors for us. And I remember, I don't know, I probably said something where like the situation just really called for us to feel rather than be positive. You know, there's a place for positivity and optimism. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love that. But also like there's a place to feel and to be present and to just be receptive to what's going on in the moment and be real about it. And there was a situation where I was not doing that. I was being really toxic. Let's just say our affirmations. Let's just, you know, so freaking annoying. Okay.
It was just like, let's not. Let's feel this SHIT.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love that version of myself. I'm not necessarily judging her. Maybe a little bit because that was annoying. But I'm sending her a lot of love because she was avoiding her feelings. And she was finding a way to, just not sink into the discomfort of the situation. And so now we've really let that go and we just allow ourselves to feel.
Right. Well, you said that so beautifully. We can move on to the 10th.
What's number 10?
Victim mentality.
Oh, yeah.
Like playing into that victim card. And I also feel like having people who speak to your victim, so it just further enables you. So like, what's a good example? Can you think of something from your past?
Where I was playing the victim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely when I was deep in my addiction, I would constantly like talk about, oh, I had a problem with food. Oh, like I can't have that food because I'm going to get triggered. And oh my gosh, no, we can't have this because it's going to be a trigger. And I had an issue with food, you know, constantly going into these stories of when I was a victim to all of this addiction with food and eating disorder stuff.
Well, there's one thing that's not on this list that I just want to say.
Oh.
That's just coming through.
Okay, let it come through, baby. Here's a bonus.
Bonus number 11. Bet you didn't see this coming, but we're talking about the things that we've cut out to make us feel you know, better, the low vibrational things. And I'm just thinking, my exes.
Oh.
And old friends, like friendship, releasing, I should just say, like, relationships that are no longer in alignment.
Yeah.
Was a huge part, I think, for both of our journeys. And we've spoken about this before, about, you know, long-term friendships that we've let go.
Yeah.
Where we just weren't vibing on the same level anymore, and that's okay. But that's one of the, I feel like that was one of the hardest things to let go of. Like, you know, we've gone down this whole list of things that, you know, I guess for every person's different, but like that was the most challenging for me, is letting go of the people that you've made these connections with that you're no longer in alignment with.
Yeah, that one cuts deep. So let us know in the comments if you've had to deal with that, like letting go of friendships where it's been, you know, pretty difficult, but you knew it was for your greatest good. Yeah. So if you like this video, hit the like button. Remember to subscribe to us. Remember that check out our links below. You know, we offer amazing one-on-one coaching sessions where we can go deeper with all of this like low vibe stuff that, you know, you might not even be seeing, that might be important for you to cut out, stuff for you to add in. We're here for you. We see you. We love you. And with that, take what you need, leave the rest, and go love yourself.